And my little sister. Well, when I tell you she was a total bitch, I'm not exaggerating.
What is this?
I had
Britney
always been the
Spears'
worker
new
bee.
book. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Not Well. I'm Bobby.
I'm Jim.
Happy Halloween. It's spooky season.
Spooky. This is my nail. This is my gel nail.
Oh, yeah. He got nails done. And they're like camo slash ladybug slash. Yeah.
There's no ladybug. Tortoiseshell.
No ladybug.
You know, like the glasses
I
tortoiseshell?
feel like that was a little ladybug.
It does almost.
But I don't. I did
You
get
know
it, though.
what?
No, it's cute. I don't think it's a
It
bad
actually
thing.
could be.
I think it's a.
I didn't think of that. That's the invasive Asian species.
That's right.
Because they're orange. Is that racist?
I don't know if you would have said yellow.
Well, it's like we weren't allowed to call those like the giant Asian hornets. We weren't allowed to call them Asian hornets anymore.
Oh, yeah.
They're just called murder hornets now. I was like, okay.
Oh, because that's better.
Because after COVID, they were like, you know, the China virus. They're like trying to prevent us from like associating bad things with like Asia and other countries and such as. So they're literally like,
babe.
They're like, no, it's not really from China. And it's like, well,
I think
mean,
we have bigger
were
fish
they
to fry
wrong?
than to worry about any of this dumb shit, to be honest. Like, I'm just
Looking
so
back
over it.
though, it's like, I mean, where was it from?
Looking back,
where was it from?
I mean, we're not gonna talk about it, but we did have a conversation. Are you okay? Do you need a back?
No, I felt like I was sitting on something inappropriate, and it was a fan. Okay.
Oh.
No, so we're not going to talk about
We're going to just give you the subject matter. Is basically we were talking about how things start out as one word and end up a whole other word, but really at the end of the day, it's still that same first word.
It's still like what you mean and the meaning behind what you're saying is the same as what you used to mean, but you're not allowed to say what you used to say.
So it's almost like the word. It's so weird though. It's like reversed with the word queer. Queer came back, or was inappropriate, went away, or was appropriate,
Slur,
went away.
Great, then became a slur,
Then
went
came
away,
back,
now
and
it's
then
coming
came
back.
So
Is it all just a circle?
So we're all just fucking queers. I'm just tired of words, actually.
I know.
I mean, seriously, like people don't know how strong words really are. Call us 614-721-5333. 614-721-5336.
And that's the weed.
You're gonna fuck my slutty little mouth.
So,
well,
we got to partake together in a hockey game experience.
We went to a hockey game for your birthday.
For my birthday, and I'm wearing the hockey
honey.
jersey that I got with my favorite player, Fantilli.
That's right.
Fazoli.
Fazoli,
as
as I
Jim was
said.
calling Fantilli Fazoli.
He's a big boy.
Oh, he's
Kind of
he's
a-
19.
The best.
And it looks like he's fucking 35.
But he
I'm
looks
like,
way older than he's
does.
like 20-something-year-old.
Right, he looks like
I
at
was
my age. I'm like,
he came
hey.
out with, he looked like grizzled on the face, like
oh,
a little,
he's fucking hot.
the beard looked a little,
It's actually like a good beard for a 19-year-old.
but then he like shaves it and so it looks, he looks older. He looks older.
It's cute. He's a cute.
I like
he's
it.
a cutie, and he's really good. And he finally had his first goal.
Oh, that's true. He did. We
Not-
watched that.
Oh no, we missed his goal. No, the next day. We were hoping he was going to remember I had money on it.
I
And
was
you
like,
made
I
me
don't
talk to those
remember
kids, those fucking young 20-year-olds that are like, you don't know what money line is? I'm like, I guess.
Oh my God. As we're going in, Bobby's they're like, you got money on the game?
I'm like,
Bobby's like, yeah. And I looked at him. I was like,
that
no.
is not what happened. All of a sudden, I'm watching the game, and you can't go down to your seat when the game's active. So these two young guys are standing there, and of course, who has to talk to him? Jim.
Well, yeah, they were cute. So
And then
I'm not going to
he was
leave
like,
them alone.
"Oh, he's betting," and I was like, "What?" And he's like, "What do you got money on?" I'm like, like Fantilli scores first." And
They're
he's
like,
like,
"Money line?"
I was like, "Money line?"
Money
No,
what?
what I think I said something stupid. He goes,
You're like, yeah. And then he was like,
monkey pies, and he was like, no, money line. I'm like, what? And I was like so fucking confused. So
it wasn't
yeah.
confusion. It was also a combination of substances.
Oh, well, yeah, because I already had hammered down big tall boy Canadians. What are they called?
Labatt Blue
Labatt
lights.
Blues.
Labatt.
So let me just paint the picture for you. I'm waiting for Jim at the bar. Jim's in his Uber. I'm already having a whole one of these, like
20
before he
ounce,
gets there,
yep.
hitting the pen, hanging out, and everybody's this color, okay? Like everybody walking around is like this shade of this shade.
Blue.
Or red.
Blue or
you
red.
know,
Yeah, because they were flames, right? So they were red.
Even white. This motherfucker right here says something to me, and I'm like, "What is he? What did you say?" He said, "I'm
I was
broccoli."
like, "You'll be." I was like, "I'm bringing that broccoli," and he was like, "What?" And
I was like, "What?"
I was like, "You'll know what it means. You'll see me."
I was like, "What is he talking about? Are we gonna have money or something? Like what's?" Oh yeah, we had money, all right, because here comes Jim in a bright green and yellow, puffy little queer jacket, strutting along, going, "Yes, queen, yes," and I'm going.
Your face
kind of
your face was giving. I don't know him. I don't know
my
him.
face brought me back to like high school when the gay kids would try to interact with me, and I'd be like,
yeah, you literally were like, I'm supposed to be straight tonight. I'm at a hockey game, and I'm like, hi,
I'm like,
Bobby.
I'm dead ass serious, and he's like, oh my god, this view is fucking fantastic, and I'm like, oh no, he's dancing. I'm like, this is, but it was fun. Actually, I had a lot of fun.
I did too,
and it was, thank God, it was
hockey's great. You just drink and eat.
Yeah, basically you just drink.
I mean, and you get so many breaks. Like, there's 2 breaks of 20 minutes each. So you can just get up and disappear. You can go get pizza. We got pizza, quesadilla, pretzel.
Yeah, we had all kinds of stuff, actually, now that I think about it.
We really did. And then we had street meat later in the night, which we're getting to. But yeah, so the game was great.
The game was great. But something happened, though, at the game at the very beginning that we kind of were questioning. And of course,
I had a moment where I panicked because I felt totally creeped out by the fucking Pledge of Allegiance. Like, I'm standing there looking around. Everyone's like, blah, 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 blah.
That's not even the Pledge of...
Oh, I don't know
First of all, it's not even the Pledge of Allegiance.
I don't fucking know.
The national anthem.
The shit that they do at the beginning.
Yeah, it kind of gives
all
me the
I want to do
feeling.
is like sit there, and they're like, yeah, no, you have to stand up, you have to take your hat off, you have to put your hand on your heart to face this direction, and then like recite these lyrics with everyone else and like all these people.
Because that's not indoctrination.
It is fucking creepy that we have to do that.
You say...
Like, why?
That's the real pride flag.
I didn't choose to be born here. Why do I have to sing a song to a flag? Like, no.
I love it that there's probably people out there, like we've lived pretty decent lives. I mean, other than the fact that we're like persecuted for being gay, but I mean, some people don't really like this country at all because the country's been really bad to them, and then you're expecting them to be like, yes.
We have to stand up and say,
but don't kneel.
I'm like, my country's giving money to Israel, who's committing a genocide right now, but I have to stand up and sing to my flag. Like, I don't like our country right now.
Which brings me to the other point that I was
I don't
want to
fucking sing.
We walk in and we hear...
Or I didn't. Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to tip our hats to the Israelis and all those that have lost lives in Israel and maybe that other place. And we're going to donate to the Israeli...
Stand with Israel.
Stand with Israel.
Hashtag stand with Israel.
And I'm sitting here thinking...
I'm going...
Why?
Actually, you know, the Israelis are bombing children right now. They've killed over 2,000 children in Gaza.
So we're not going to wear jerseys that are pride jerseys that get
but we can stand for Israel.
Local, but we can stand for Israel. We don't want to be political. Okay,
we don't want to be
gay isn't political.
Right.
It's called a real life situation, and wearing a pride jersey, it could be sold for money to go to charity.
Charity.
Okay. So anyway... Girl,
I know.
I didn't know how to feel. And then after that, it was the pledge. And I was like, oh.
Well, literally, and on Saturday, like before all these games, like football games, the same thing. They're all talking about fucking Israel. And it's like, guess what? The people aren't with Israel. Like when you talk
really
to most
not when
people,
you look around.
I went to the march on Saturday and many people after the OSU game were coming out of bars and supporting us or joining in, taking pamphlets and like going, wow, okay, yeah, you're right. Like we need a ceasefire now.
We should show a clip.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It was a lot of
like
people.
It was it's so much more, and there were so many other things around the country that I saw, marches, and I was like, this
all
is kind
of the big cities of the world had massive marches.
What?
It's literally like no one
Ladies and
wants
gentlemen,
what's going on. It's just our government and people in power who get money from Israel.
We're like brainwashed. Like look, they're brainwashing us at sporting events. We stand with Israel. Why?
What for? Why? Why though? What do they do for us?
What is there?
Nothing.
Is it the Holy Land? Is that why? Like I don't get it.
It's maybe like holy to whom?
If it was so holy,
if it was so holy, would all this bad stuff be happening?
Right.
Like I don't think it's holy.
I just don't get it because we're all like this Christian nation here, and if something happened to Jewish people here, they're like, "Oh, it's the fucking Jewish people." Yeah. And then all of a sudden now Israel is like, they're like, "We stand with Israel," and I'm like, "But you understand that you just talk shit about Chuck Schumer for being Jewish,
yes,
but now you stand with
Israel." Like it's not adding up. Who do you really support?
Who do you even know? That's the other thing. Yeah. Do you even know? And the answer is no, because we all don't. We're all like. it's kind of scary when
From
you
a
really,
very young age, we are brainwashed.
because we don't even know where our money is even really going.
No.
We don't know where our money's going. We think we do. We watch C-SPAN and we're like, oh, they're passing a bill.
Yeah,
Bitch, they
I
have
know.
so much under the table
Yes.
movement that we're not even, we
Like,
passed a package, but also there's $4 billion that goes to Israel.
Our defense budget is $844 billion.
I know.
844 billion. Think of that.
We're like, I think they said we're 10
What?
times bigger than the next biggest army.
Yes. And then we give $4 billion to Israel every year. It's like, for what?
But they can't pay off our student loan.
But we can't afford that.
Even though we're working.
Here's my favorite thing. In Israel, they have universal health care. They're covered. Their health care is covered. We give them $4 billion, but we can't afford health care here.
Yeah, we can't pay
But
for our
we're
own
giving
healthcare.
them money so that they can have health care in their country.
It really doesn't make sense.
Like,
So
we gotta drop Israel completely. Like,
I really implore you.
I implore you.
I implore you to do your research.
Implore thee.
Because it's something that I think everybody needs to kind of understand now, especially considering, like you said, and states give money to Israel.
I know, individual state. I know.
We do like 10 million out of Ohio.
It's so pretend.
I'm like,
it is literally.
So anyway, weird. Okay, so yeah, that was our life.
So then after the game, though, is where we really need to get into the thick of it.
When I was on a full blackout, right?
I'm trying to remember our state of mind leaving the game. How were we?
We were in good mood. We were trying to get to the
quickly
Uber.
got out.
Yeah, we needed to get out.
And thank God we got that Uber.
I know.
And then that Uber took us.
And we got dropped off, and then we're at the door, and it's 9:30, 9:40.
At AWOL. We get to AWOL.
And they're already taking...
9:35. Like, literally 9:30. I'm like, oh, hey. He's like, $10 cover. You're like... It's
And I was like, wait, it's
9:30. Also, it's fucking empty.
That's my point.
Completely fucking empty.
Like, literally nobody's
Why
there.
are you charging cover at an empty bar? Like, no one wants to come in anyways.
Don't worry, we'll spend the money on the alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry. But, like, you're going to charge me to come stand here and sit here with nobody?
With my ex.
With...
Whoa, girl.
Now, we did
have a chat. So
it
was pretty good.
We sat at the bar. It's been a little awkward. Like,
because
not awkward,
you
but it's
feel
just
you've
like,
been avoided. Which
I've been avoided, and I have.
And you have.
So finally, the ex-boyfriend had to come over and serve
Because we were like,
us.
can we get a drink here?
Well, I think Gary was one. I was like, Gary was like, yeah. So
What did he say?
I think he just called him over.
I
Like,
think he
hey,
did too,
these
yeah.
people want drinks. So then I was like,
because he's their boss. He's his boss.
Oh.
Yeah, Gary is a supervisor for him.
Well.
And so I was.
So.
Oh no.
You were greeted.
I forgot about. I was greeted.
You were greeted, and you guys had like a little
Brief exchange.
It was a cute exchange.
He asked how
it was
the
kinda
trip
like,
went
he was
to
like, how's
Portugal.
everything?
How
Yeah.
was the trip? And I was like, it was great.
Great. And he was like, well, good. And I was like,
It seemed
okay.
fine.
It was great. I think it was actually, that's the best outcome you can have out of a situation.
Did I tell you he then texted me a meme on Sunday morning?
No.
Right.
No.
So what's that mean?
It means
what's
he
happening?
needs new tires.
Oh, bitch. That is
I just read it
harsh
about you.
but true.
Wow.
Like, I can't tell if you're reading him or me or both.
Both.
Yep. The whole situation.
Because to me, you're, and I'm not, if you're at a certain age, you need to get the fuck up, grow up.
Yeah, you need to take care of your
Grow
life.
up.
Like, if you can't do the basics, then you got to move back in with mom and dad until you get a good enough job that you can cover everything. Because
And if you can't move in with mom and dad, well,
yeah,
start pledging the allegiance because this is the country you live in.
literally, it's like, and if you can't, well, fuck it. You're in America. We don't care.
Don't protest. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to get back to that because I was angry. But yeah, so we really had a moment, and he looked at me as well. So now maybe he won't be awkward around me when I'm sitting at the bar and he's like,
I know.
I don't know. I think he's just like immature, and
He is.
That's fine. And it was
okay.
actually a very mature moment though between you two.
Yes,
Like
it
I
was
thought it was
good,
very good.
yeah.
And it was like, hey,
because
how was your
I
trip?
told Gary, I was like, the bad feelings are gone now. I just kind of feel sorry for him, so it's fine.
Right. And
Like,
so, but I think also it was just like a good way to be like, hey, like
Yeah.
honestly, I wish that would happen with
it should,
to be
yeah.
honest,
They're like,
but he's
hey,
too mature.
You could be like, hey, this was 6 years ago, so I think it's fine now, right? And he'd be like, right.
No, he wouldn't. He'd be
But
like,
no, he wouldn't. But
he
he
would go-
should be. That's what the outcome should be.
But that's exactly what I want to be like. Be like, are you really going to keep ignoring me?
Yeah,
it's fine.
Remember, we knew each other very well. You can say hi now.
Right, like we don't have to rekindle anything, but you
No,
don't have
but
to
you
be a
don't have
weirdo.
to be weird. Like that's
I mean,
my
every time
whole
he's
thing.
like,
Yeah.
he's like, oh, no, and he walked by, and I was like, because I was sitting at the booth, and he walked in not last weekend, but the weekend before when you were.
But you were in a
New
booth like
York.
right by the door. They have
and
to walk by.
I'm looking at the door.
Yep.
He's walking in, and he hides behind his friend. And he's like, oh, blah, 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 and he said
Yep.
something weird, and I'm like, It's just, but then you're going to like my friend's statuses on Facebook.
Right. And there it is.
I'm going to read you, bitch.
Yes.
Literally 30 of your friends are mine. Okay.
Yeah. So we get there. We get to AWOL. We pay our cover. We go out back. We
Flirted.
Commence the, flirting. I forgot about that kind of. Yeah. I was a little inappropriate probably.
Yeah.
Considering who was behind the bar.
I was grumpy.
I was flirty.
I was drunk, actually. I was pretty fucking hammered.
You were.
I was pounding.
And you told me, you were like, I'm blacked out.
I was like, I can't keep going.
I was
but
like,
I did.
what? But we did until like 2.
It's because it was beer. Like,
Yeah.
I was drunk, but I was controllable, but I was drunk. I was at the point where I was like,
thankfully it was all
if
beer.
I did a shot, I would have been dead.
No, if it were liquor, we
right. I wouldn't have even been there.
we couldn't have woken up for 3 days.
Woken up. I'm still hungover, so this is actually like hair of the dog for me right now.
I know, and it's 2 days later.
3 or 4.
It's 3 full days later, actually. Yeah, because it was Friday night.
Saturday.
Phil, hey Phil, what are Saturdays for?
Saturday, Monday.
No, what else are they for?
Saturday.
Saturdays are for the
Saturday.
no.
Monday. Now it's almost.
Oh, it's Tuesday today. I thought it was Monday.
Oh, it's Tuesday today.
So I did lose a day. Oh yeah, I did. I forgot it was Tuesday. I thought it was Monday.
It's already Tuesday.
So
I'm still hungover.
are you really?
I don't know. I think it's just
you
life.
can't be. I think it's just
I'm telling
life
you.
at this point.
And then remember feeling my shoulder? It still hurts.
Oh yeah, there's
like-
tightness.
There's very tight muscles in there.
That's just bone.
But that's what hurts, kind of.
The bone? Maybe you have bone cancer.
That's what I keep thinking, or osteoporosis, or what is it called? Calcium latosis.
Heck, supercalifragilistic.
What's that bitch has? It's just like, they love me. They really love me. What is the problem that she has?
But this time I feel it, and I can't deny the fact that you like me. Right now, you like me.
Sally Field, she has some disease.
They really
I think it's osteoporosis.
Boniva, yeah, she was the Boniva
I
spokesperson.
was like, girl, do you really even have it?
Or was she the? No, that was Jamie Lee Curtis with Activia.
Okay.
Activia. So we had a night. We had a fun night.
I got some news articles for us, and we do have a voicemail. So some news.
Okay.
Do you want to read the first one?
Yes.
I mean, you don't have to. It's like
Here's the news.
It's an Ohio man.
All right. And this story, the headline is Man Threatens School. Brandon Moore, 42, from Ohio, pleaded guilty to making phone threats against LGBTQ plus students at Fairmont High School in Kettering,
Ohio,
receiving 3 months of house arrest and 3 years of supervised release. I know a Brandon Moore, so I hope it's not him, and I'm from that area. I went to high school.
He's 42, so it's like he's close to your age.
The threats came after the school had crowned 2 non-binary students as prom royalty, an event that had already sparked mixed reactions and a protest in the community. In response to Moore's threats, the school increased police presence for the safety of students, staff, and visitors. Moore was arrested on the same day the call was made. Like, do you know that the high school students vote on those people that win?
Right, and
it's not like the school didn't crown them. The students voted those 2 students in and said
the majority voted for them.
Like, why is there a protest in the community about what the students did?
I think it's just like really cringe and creepy when an adult male is like, I don't like the LGBT.
We know. Yeah.
I know. It's really sad though, because it's scary, because it's like, oh my God, all you think about is gay. You think about it more than we think about it. And then you're like mad and you go show up with guns, and it's just 'cause you can't be yourself.
Yeah. When you read this, it's like a protest in the community.
Yeah, like it's kind of sad, like over what?
Over
students
high school,
voting in people.
High school prom?
It's because they're non-binary. It's like,
who gives a
they're
fuck?
flashing sexual. Okay,
Like,
bitch. Do you not see every high school movie that they fuck?
I know. Literally. Euphoria.
Yeah. And you see trans fucking in that. So.
Oh my God. And you see flashback.
So
high school daddy. Remember how good that episode
was his real dick, though. It's not. Oh, but the other guy's dicks in the shower. Do you remember the shower scene with all the
the wrestlers?
Oh my God, oof.
It was one of those
chills.
episodes where I was alone at home watching, and I was like, Bobby, have you seen this? Yeah, I was like, how long does this shower scene go on?
God, there's nothing like a bunch of straight guys running around naked, not even being sexual, but being like playful. You want to get me? You want the Cialis dick to get hard?
It's gonna.
That's
work.
all you got to do.
It's an instant.
Just have 4 guys, like frat guys, just running around the front yard playing frisbee. I'll fucking come right there.
You literally, we all could.
Sigmund Kappa.
Sigma Kappa Phi.
Come Capricorn.
Come Capricorn.
Okay, so
arrested. Great.
So have you heard about the Pride tape situation?
No, I saw an article like basically it's banned or something.
So
like
the
what's
NHL
happening?
sent out a letter to all the teams saying there's no Pride tape allowed. They already took away the Pride jerseys. Like they don't do jerseys anymore for anybody, anything like breast cancer or military. They don't do it, which is stupid because we still could be raising money for the anyway.
I know, it's like why?
So basically, they're like trying to just like I get what they're doing because they're getting so much heat, but they're also like it's kind of stupid. So anyway, so read the top thing.
Arizona Coyotes Travis Dermott defied the NHL's ban by using Pride tape, a rainbow-colored tape in support of the LGBTQIA plus community during a game against the Anaheim Ducks. The NHL had earlier banned specialty jerseys and gear, including the use of Pride tape, due to some players' objections based on personal or religious beliefs. Despite the ban, neither the NHL nor the NHLPA, is that the Players Association, have announced any punishment for Dermott or the Arizona Coyotes, who plan to hold a Pride night later this season. I love it.
So
they're just being like, okay.
Guess what? They reversed the ban today, literally like 4 hours ago. So that statement, if you, this is what I want to bang home to our straight, to our straight listeners. One little bit of, and he's a straight. He has like, I don't know if his brother or somebody is
probably
gay.
Someone he knows. Like everyone should know someone who's queer.
And if you don't, that's your problem. Probably
there's the issue.
If you're straight, little acts like this can go a long way. This one player defied it. Somebody saw it in a picture and zoomed in and was like, "Oh my God, he's got the Pride tape." Went all over Twitter. Then NHL finally heard about it after many people complained, but then I think they saw him do it. He's like, fuck it, I'll get fined. Like, I make millions of dollars. Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
And he wants to just show support for the people he loves. And it's like,
I know. Why
it's not sexual. It's literally just saying, hey, I see you. I'm glad you're here.
If anything, the rainbow is anti-sexual. Like, it turns me off.
Yeah, like,
in
honestly.
a lot of ways. Not every way, but a lot of time when I see it overused, I'm like,
I agree.
Like when you
during
let's
Pride,
be honest,
I just can't stand it.
Let's be honest.
Okay.
When you see a gay guy with a rainbow themed anything, are you attracted to them?
Hi, gay.
Right.
It's a no for me.
Right. Have you ever been to Krispy Kreme? Was it crispy? No. Right. Have you seen that meme?
No.
Okay, why don't you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know because I looked at you like I was like a dumb ass. I just think my thing with the like gay rainbow thing is like, why? Again, I'm kind of on the side of people like, you shouldn't shove it. Like, I'm not shoving it down somebody's face when I wear it, but there are some people who shove shit down people's faces.
Oh yeah,
like, can we just all
like we don't have to
shut the fuck up and just live? And that's where I'm at right now.
Amen, amen. I say to you.
So is this pushing the Columbus Blue Jackets on you for wearing this? That's like what we're turning into.
Have you ever had a Krispy Kreme? Have you ever gone to Krispy Kreme? Was it crispy?
No.
Yeah, right.
Listen,
I don't know.
feel like I don't know. This woman.
I don't know if she has like
video from her.
I don't know if it's dementia or like.
Oh my God! Did you see this?
Oh yeah, why do they like to do anime?
You forgot the wrench!
No, I'm such a stupid fuck. I'm sorry.
Your punishment shall be...
Oh wait, here we go.
Believe that he's gay.
Ask how he identifies.
How do you identify?
Actually, I identify as...
Oh, here we go. It's that long plethora of, oh my God.
Wait for it.
I will. Let me get a chair. Believe that...
Does this look familiar?
Believe that he's gay.
Ask how he identifies.
How do you identify?
Actually, I identify as...
Oh, here we go. It's that long plethora of, oh my God.
Wait for it.
I will. Let me get a chair.
I just have to let you know that.
Believe that he's gay.
Can you turn it off? The sound.
Yeah.
Sound. That's gonna be us.
Oh, I know.
In like
10 years.
15 years, maybe tops.
I'm already there.
Because they're gonna be like, I'm transhuman and I have AI implanted in my brain.
We're like, wait, what?
And I am. It's like, what's that?
It's so bizarre.
Can I just have a beer and like I'm gonna go sit over there and look at the trees?
Millennials are.
Like,
I think we're
done.
different cloth. We're cut from different cloth.
We are.
We're tired of we're tired of the old people. We're tired of the young people. Like y'all are all fucking nuts, and we're just kind of sitting here in the middle. Like let's just get drunk and like just sit here. Like it's so sad.
But I think we know what we're doing. We're having more fun than them.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, Gen Z is so worried about appearances that we're just having fun. They're worried.
Right, and it's like, ladies.
When did this start?
I don't know. And also, they don't like to work, which I like that portion of it, but
yeah, they really hate working.
They do.
Right.
So
Right.
I guess that's the news. I
love the news.
Don't say gay guy. The one that passed the bill or like introduced the bill just got arrested and is going to jail for 4 years for fraud. So we're gonna listen to his bills. He's gonna be able to put up bills, but he's committing fraud.
He diverted the funds for personal use, including transfers to his joint bank account and payments to his credit card. Like,
yep.
But we can't afford to pay back our student loans.
But also, we're gonna then also ban gay people because we're evil. But you're stealing money. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, which one's evil? Okay.
Right.
Once again, it's not the gay people. Got it. Not the drag queens. Got it.
Okay, we have a voicemail and it's not from Thatcher.
What?
I know.
This
Unless
just
he's
feels
fake
wrong. It
calling.
feels wrong.
Feels wrong. I know he didn't.
It feels wrong.
It feels wrong.
Okay. Well,
Okay, so
Thatcher,
here we go.
Must be busy.
Hey, not well, guys. First time caller. I've been listening to you guys for like a year now, so sorry for never calling in before. My name is Wyatt. I'm in Portland, Oregon.
Portland.
I'm 27, but like
27.
I'm an undergrad at OSU. That's what's making me unwell. Is just being surrounded by people that are like 24 and
it's a big age gap.
Nonstop. Today, I was told that I look like a PhD student, which I then asked, like, what does that mean? And they said, oh, old, and that almost put me in the grave. But that's like a secondary like thing that's not making me well. The main thing, and this is like, I don't know, like not secondhand, just like I'm getting it from the side. So I work in this lab, which is like a really cool lab to work in. Everyone's great. But they've been having me help this other lab that is ran by the biggest cunt I have ever met in my entire life. Within like 5 minutes of meeting her, she's telling me about how she's planning on firing this other undergrad because he's just so terrible. And I was like, girl, like, do you think this is something you should be talking to me about? Like, and I told her straight up, like, I think this is pretty unprofessional. I'd prefer if you didn't talk like this in front of me. She was being awfully rude about this person.
Yeah, it's chintzy.
She then wrote an email to my boss saying how rude I am and that telling her what to talk about is totally inappropriate. I did not get in trouble because my boss understands that I don't care for that kind of shit. Anyways, jump to this week. Over the weekend, the lady in charge of this lab wrote the nastiest email. Like, seriously, like 5 paragraphs of telling everyone how terrible they are because she gave incorrect directions last week with this project I was helping on. Well, I may have submitted this email to HR because it was like intense.
Yes.
And now I get the week off. I'm paid for it. Every undergrad that received that email has the week off and is actually paid, so that's pretty nice.
Oh, yes.
But now I'm just like in fear of, I don't know, like being retaliated against.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see. I'm only trying to go to grad school there, but we'll find out. All right. Hopefully I'll talk to you guys soon. And
I love that.
Have a great day.
We need to come out to the West.
Oh my God, we have got to go to Portland.
Portlandia. Oh, I want to go there for a mushroom retreat.
Heaven, like
I want to do a mushroom retreat.
The neighborhoods are so.
They have
each
mushrooms
neighborhood's
there.
cute. Yeah, they have mushrooms there.
But you can't buy them. Well, you can't have them, but
no, it's therapeutic. Like
they
you
have
can
like
go. We want to go to a therapist.
Oh,
and
I want to go to a
lay
center.
in a bed and a center. Yeah, I would do that.
I want to so bad.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe we should do that and film it.
That's a great idea
for the spring.
Oh yeah, actually, that's a good idea. Yeah. Sabrina would come.
We could do a little.
Sabrina would come.
Oh yeah, I bet she would come.
So hard.
No,
but like the first part, like when a 24-year-old calls you old, it does hurt.
And you're 20, but he's 27.
But he's 27. Like if they called me old, I'm like, yeah, I am. I don't want to be 24 again. But if you're 27 and that's weird. You're only 3 years apart. Anyways, the fact that your boss is talking about other employees or like other people that work at the lab like that in front of just random people or someone new, red flag, like she needs to go. Oh, you can't supervise and manage people if you're talking bad about them in front of other people. Like, no, just get her out. So I'm glad you went to HR. Yep. As you should.
As you should have.
They gave you guys a week off for a reason because they're trying to figure out how to get rid of her. Yep. And they don't want you guys to have to deal with her while she's being fired, probably. That's probably what's happening.
This is like fucking terrible.
Yeah, like,
I would
can you
love
imagine?
to see the email. Just saying,
I want to see the email. Wink, wink.
She's not doing so well. Gmail.com. Send it to me.
We could.
We'd like to read it.
We'd like to read it.
Except for maybe after the case is settled. Well, we won't read it on the air. I just want to read it personally, and then maybe one day we'll talk about it. But yeah, so I'm really proud of you for not putting up with anybody's bullshit, because that's
a
really
lot of
hard
people
to
would
do.
just be like, "Oh, this is awkward," and go on with
like
their day.
I would do. I'd be passive aggressive.
I don't know that I
oh.
could talk directly to them and be like, "You need to stop doing this around me." I would be nervous.
I know, but that's Gen Z.
But you have to do that.
That's Gen Z though. Gen Z is
he's
very,
27. He's like,
he's on the cusp.
I don't like this.
I don't like this.
Gen Z does like, they're like, this is making me uncomfortable.
But
I'm
it's like
oh,
that's
okay,
everything
wow.
that we
Honestly,
wanted.
We
were
say that.
so uncomfortable
All
we did
the
so
time.
but we started this little like we nudged it, and you guys just are following through for us, because then we had 9/11 and stuff. So it's like
we had.
I'm sorry.
We started all this. We had
suffer.
9/11. We had Afghanistan, Iraq. We had the financial crash of 2008. Right as we were getting out of college and thinking we were like on our way.
Right.
Literally, like
Student
I graduated.
loans.
Like you would have graduated right as the crisis hit.
Mm-hmm.
I graduated in 2009. So it was like right in the thick of it, where there's no jobs. Like
I lost my job.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then I got unemployment for 6 months, and then I got my where I'm at now still today. So things do happen for reasons.
Yeah, 9/11 happened for a reason, is what he's saying. Oh, wait, actually.
Well, did it?
But like, we have been through so much shit as millennials.
It's kind of,
when you think about our lives, like, yeah, we didn't have a World War II, but we've had enough other shit that maybe
we mine as well. Every day I'm thinking we're gonna
every
fucking
day is like,
what's going to happen today?
The rise of shootings like came under us. Like Columbine happened when we were in school.
Yep.
So then now we see more and more shootings
I was
everywhere.
in
mass
high
shooting,
school.
mass shooting, mass shooting. It's like, it started with us, like when we were kids. Like this was normal. We grew up with it.
So yeah. So
I don't know why
it was,
doing all
because
this.
it's because they're proud, because Gen Z is not putting up with the shit.
Yeah,
we're just lazy millennial, not lazy, but we're just tired millennials.
We are,
and
I think at this
Gen
point,
Z is kind of like, come on, guys.
Anything that happens is like, okay,
I agree.
Roll on.
It's kind of like you have to.
All right, well, I gotta go home. I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Well, it was like when I came home today, and you're like, oh, you just got home, and I'm like, you have to do
had
so much stuff
shit
to do. It's
You're like, my groceries got delivered, but I have to take my dog out because she's not allowed to jump.
She's hurting.
And then my partner comes home and he's yelling at me, and then I have to go upstairs to record and then I have to get ready for work tomorrow after edit. Yeah, it's like
it's
really annoying. And that's why you're probably having a Miller Lite and a weed pen.
Also, I always made fun of adult learners myself when I was 21, and now I would do anything to go back and like really learn, but I don't want to pay the money. So
I don't want to pay the money, but I would love to not have any other job other than studying. I would happily read a chapter book and like go to a class and be like, yeah, I read that too. Did you read that?
I know.
Do you want to write it into a paragraph paper?
Here's
okay.
my thesis.
Did you read that as well? I read that, and here's my thought. And that's what you do all day. And then you go to your cafeteria to get your food where it's paid for already. And you're just
it's like kind
you
of good
swipe
too.
in and it's like good pizza, salad, and you go home, you go to bed. I want to be a student again is my point.
I want to be a non-working
I would love to be a fucking student. Yep. Non-working
no job.
student.
I want to be able to like
no job,
study,
gel nails. I would always have
So-
gel nail nowadays if I were a student.
You'd be a totally different student probably now than you were then.
I would be wild. I would be sucking.
You'd be sucking all the
dick
dicks
in the bathroom of the library.
Like, please.
Like, I always heard that it went on the the 7th floor of the library.
It does.
But like, I never went and experienced it. Now, actually,
well,
I just unlocked a memory. There was one
You
time.
did. I haven't heard this story.
I forgot. So
There's
I
a memory.
did. I was studying for finals, and like that's the best week ever because you don't have any classes. And I went to the library to study, and I went up to that floor and like waited kind of near the bathroom for a
because you
while.
wanted to see if it was really happening.
And I think I did it wrong because there were like some visible feet, and like I was in a stall, and then there was another person in a stall, and I think both people may have been doing a little something but separate, but like wondering if it could be together.
Like, I feel like I like the idea of an understall, but then I think about the
I don't want to get on the
understall.
ground.
Right, I'm not getting on my knees.
I'm not doing an understall because I'm not. Now, if there's a glory hole, I can
but like,
stand
I'm
up.
not laying on the
I
ground.
am not, and I'm not leaning back on the toilet. People with diarrhea, it splatters up and hits that little back of the toilet. So leaning back. When I see people jerking off on Twitter, like in a bathroom, and they're like leaning back on the toilet, I'm like, that toilet is so dirty.
Yeah, like I hope it was just clean.
stand
I
up
hope
and
you're the
jerk
janitor
off.
and you just cleaned it.
stand up and jerk off. Like you don't have to.
I can't stand up and jerk off.
Oh, yeah.
I hate it.
Well, I hate it too. But have you ever come standing up? It's better.
Kind of because you're like,
you almost pass out. I know. It's like
you want to fall.
Wow.
You want to fall forward.
Yeah, you're like,
Oh, it's like all of a sudden you're on the edge of the Grand Canyon.
It's like maybe I should be sitting.
I need to sit. I just like laying back.
When you are, that initial part of coming is better standing.
But if you're really hot and horny,
but it takes longer to come standing.
If you're hot and horny though, and you're standing and you come,
it is. You
really
will pass
good.
out. Like you
kind of do get kind of
like
it is very
your eyes go wonky. Like
your eyes roll in the back of your head, if you will.
Oh. Cross-eyed.
Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. What if my eyes got stuck crossed? Okay.
Matt said, like...
Oh, no. There's a person that has cross-eyed.
There's a phrase in New Lexington. Well, first of all, there's two phrases.
Well, it's New Lexington, so I can't wait to hear that.
So New Lexington, Matt has shared with me, if someone has an eye that like points up like this, it's called achaphoria disease. One eye's looking at you, one eye's looking for you.
Wow.
That's achaphoria disease. But the other one is if both eyes are a little off, like they say, do you need to get hit with a frying pan again? Because like we get hit one time to go cross-eyed, and then you need to get hit again. Or like, did a mule kick you once instead of twice?
Where is he from? Like Amishville?
You would think, but like it sounds like West Virginia. Where
it sounds like there's like a lot of probably hot men there.
You saw his brother. He said it's.
I just want to see everyone's wiener though, but that's fine.
Yeah.
That's actually one of my topics I can go into.
Let's get into it. We need to talk about this because it's real.
I want to talk about, well, first of all, this started by me saying when I was drunk at the bar.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever I see a dick and I don't really like it, but they sent me the picture and they took the time, I'll go, nice. That means I'm not interested.
Nice is the word I use also. Like I've done that in the past. Like, it's nice. Or like when I'm tired of talking to them. They're like,
nice.
Yeah, I was going to go to work and then after work I was going to go pick this up and then I'll be home. And I'm like, nice. Because I don't want to do anything with you. Nice.
So then it got me thinking, and I'm
interesting.
I'm thinking about something. I'm going to be really vulnerable here.
Okay.
Not really vulnerable, but I just think and we've kind of talked about it before.
I want to know how many times you've sent your dick though and people are like, nice. And how does that feel?
Oh, I have people seeking me, babe. But anyway, and that's the God honest truth.
If you seek Amy?
If you seek Amy. If you CK me.
She's saying fuck. Remember?
She's saying fuck.
Fox News went nuts when that song came out. Okay, so what does this make you think?
Dicks can be really ugly.
I know.
And I don't want to like. I know we've talked about this before, but I really want to go into depth with it because I think to myself,
it's only certain ones. I'm not
confident, but I know my dick isn't ugly.
Same.
Does that make sense?
Same.
But then you have these guys.
I can walk around. You've seen mine. I've seen yours. Like we have no problem showing.
No,
ours are good dicks.
They're not ugly.
They're not ugly at all.
But
sorry.
But there are some that like. I mean, there's like a wonky head or like. And I'm not making fun of people's penises because everybody's penis is different and like just like ears. But it's really funny to me that there's so much confidence involved because then you'll have pictures of your actual asshole.
And I'm like
with your whole body and your whole dick, and I'm like. I
wouldn't show that.
I'm mortified to think that I would show that, but then I'm like, why do I think I'm?
But then like that's all they have, so they're like so confident because they're
not
like
even that good.
Yeah, but they're like this is it. So I may as well show it.
I can present a hole.
But some of these holes
are. Well, I had a guy that had a dick pic and then he switched it to a hole pic, and I was like,
which one am I supposed to like?
I'm like, oh, so right now you want to be bottomed, but then you want to talk. Like I'm confused. Like why? He had a nice dick. But. I just looking at dicks though. There's some on there that I'm like, wow,
really
you're really no pun, but you're really
I
ballsy.
Wouldn't send it. Yeah, like there's somewhere I'm like, let's save that for
like, why did you
when
think
we meet
that
up?
Was hot.
And like after you meet up, it's fine because it's like, well, that's it. I'm gonna make it work. But like in a picture, I wouldn't send some of these dicks.
And some of them. Yeah,
I wouldn't. I would be like, I like to save that for
some
when
of the
we meet
angles.
up.
You're like, what are you like? This is not good. This looks like a. I mean, and again, I love dicks, so like I'm not knocking seeing everyone's fucking penis.
No, we want to see them all.
But what I'm saying is that
we're not going to judge to your face.
I think it's more of an and
I don't even talk about other people's dicks to other people. Like I'm not like I wouldn't go around and be like,
I do want
this guy has an ugly dick. You don't want to see it. No, I mean,
we'll let them discover that.
Yeah, like it's just internally. I'm like, oh, that one is weird.
And maybe just because I think it's ugly doesn't mean it's ugly, but it probably is. I'm
not God. Like judging dicks at Judgment Day. Like I don't actually know if the dick is truly empirically ugly. I'm just saying like to me and probably most people, it's not a good dick.
But yet you're here with 70 different angles. And I'm over here with like going, oh my God, I'm so ugly.
No.
That's where I'm getting at. It's more of a
your dick is
self-inflection. It's more of like a, why don't I...
We're talking zero curvature. We're talking
it's very thick.
Above average length, thick. Like it look like there's not a bunch of hair covering up half of it.
It's
There's
cute.
not a 5-inch long foreskin, like a wizard sleeve hanging over it. So you have that, and then you're seeing pictures of like 3-inch
bumpy,
hard, massive foreskin,
really bumpy like head,
bush, full bush, and it's like, why is that your dick?
Like, I'm not gonna.
If you have a short dick, you don't need a big bush. Like, we can't see it. I have seen so many giant bushes covering up like 3-4-inch dicks, and I'm going, why?
Like, can we trim that back? Because you actually
trim it back and you look bigger.
And maybe you don't care, but like,
maybe you want to look small. I did send you that one guy who's really hot with a small dick.
I know. I actually was not attracted
that guy?
to it.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah,
Really? Why?
I think because he wasn't a ginger. Everybody knows it. It's not a secret. Well, regardless, on my vision board, I have hook up with a straight man in Dominican Republic.
Mario Lopez?
No, but like in the Dominican Republic, when I go in 4 weeks,
I forgot you're going there. Don't drink the liquor.
I'm not. I want to meet a man that's like on a business trip.
Oh yeah.
Like
You'll find some. Yeah.
Bitch.
Although I don't know, business trips at a resort might not mix. Like,
well, maybe like
who's going on a business trip?
I know a lot of people do that.
Resort.
Why wouldn't you?
Because then that's a vacation.
Would you not?
Now, do they have a convention center
they might have
at
like
your place? Then yes.
They might want to. Maybe they won the President's Club and they were being treated by the company to a.
Actually, though, a lot of people do take trips there.
Yeah.
Like the one resort I went to in the DR was after a medical mission trip, which is so cringe. But like at the end, we went to a fucking all-inclusive resort for 3 nights. Like, tell me why.
I hope it's
girls were getting fingered in the ocean.
Oh,
this
my
one
God.
hot guy who is definitely bi, who kept trying to get me to come visit him in Chicago when I was in school, was on this trip, and I saw his dick. He was a wrestler, of course. He was named.
It's just so hot.
His name was Court, C-O-R-T, Court, like Courtney but short.
Yeah,
Court. He was so
that's
muscular.
Hot, actually.
I roomed with him. That was his roommate the whole trip. So I got to see everything. Like, he was pranking some guy. We had it was me and 2 guys in a room, sharing a room. So there was a pull-out bed and then 2 single beds. And the one guy fell asleep and he was really annoying and rude to us. So Court went over to his bed, straddled his bed naked.
And put his dick on his face.
Pretended to put his balls on his face. And I was like, just staring at them, like in his dick. I was like,
that's like my favorite pastime for straight people.
So then, like, that's happening, and then he like joked with me and was like, he would slap my ass before a shower, and then afterwards he started texting me after the trip, and I was just like,
that's so hot,
so turned on by him. But then he like hooked up with a girl on the trip, so I was like,
no, that bothers me. Don't come after me and don't go after that.
So they can't be bisexual?
Well, they can, but I don't want to see it. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
If you're gonna come for me, you better come for me. But I don't want to see you with some hot blonde skinny chick.
And it was a hot spot. I know. I was like,
Court,
why are you hooking up with her? I want you to hook up with me and the Dominican Republic.
But I really,
I think you're gonna find a businessman. Yeah. You're gonna find a businessman.
Just somebody that's like, it's like a fun little 3-day like rendezvous affair. He lives in like. Maybe
businessmen are hot. I kind of want them to leave their full suit on and then unzip their business
whitey
pants.
tighties though.
Pull out their balls and dick.
I want whitey tighties though.
Oh, but I want them to leave all the rest on and just unzip and pull out everything.
Right, but I want to see whitey tighty.
Well, like, pull to the side, yeah. Whitey tighty, pull to the side.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
And just be like,
yeah, exactly. Like big low hanger balls and like a big, yeah.
Oh, God, it's so hot.
You know, he's like, I'm gonna fucking come, but don't get it on my suit. And you're like, oh yeah, daddy, every last drop.
Shut the fuck up,
every last drop, daddy.
Sometimes I want people to, I would really like to be in that situation where I'm like,
you want to get femdommed and pay for it?
I kind of do.
You want to get beat up. I can tell. I told my nail tech today, I was telling Austin, I was like, Austin, there's this thing called femdom. Have you heard of it? He hadn't. I explained it. He loves it.
It's insane.
Everyone loves it. I want to be femdommed.
I want to be beat.
Daddy, you want to get drained? I'm like, yeah, drain me.
It's just like my worship session.
I mean, I kind of did get drained, but...
By who?
We're not going to mention names here or bring it up any further than that, but you'll realize what I'm saying. I mean, think of it.
Oh, yeah.
I got drained in many ways. I got drained in the real way, too.
Right. There was a lot of draining.
There was draining for draining, I think.
Yeah, actually. Interesting.
Yeah.
So you had some things written down, and I just have a question for you. One of them is... Women who wear heavy makeup are scary as fuck.
I can't explain this, but I have. Okay,
is this like a theory, or is this like?
I'm just gonna paint. I'm gonna paint the picture.
Okay.
Picture these slightly chubby, but not like so fat they can't move. Yep. The hair is straightened and like done, and the makeup is caked on. The makeup is caked foundation. The colors are so fucking bright.
It's like a pink or like a purple.
Pink or purple. The lips don't match the eyes. The eye shadow is a whole different color palette. And they're just like loud as fuck.
They probably smoke cigarettes when they spray like sweet pea on them after.
They spray sweet pea, Bath & Body Works. Bath & Body Works fragrances, which you're like, why is that spritzed on? That smells horrible. And they're always yelling, but like, yep, this is it.
Yeah, like.
But there was one of those types of girls behind you at AWOL, and I was like, I got scared. Like physically, I moved back. I was like, oh God.
Oh, I didn't see
it. It was
her.
worse than a clown. Like the face was like full clown.
It's just like Tammy Faye Baker.
It's like, why do you have so much makeup on? You don't look
It's really
good.
kind of sad when you, oh God, what the fuck is that?
Is that from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? No, that's real. Oh no, that's real. That's brown face.
Yeah, I mean,
so
it's
that's
so. I think it's cringe too.
But
because,
do you know
like,
the type of girl I'm talking about?
Oh, absolutely.
And I was friends with one in high school. Her name was Molly. We all had a friend named Molly who was a little big, too big.
Or lesbian.
She smoked cigarettes. Yeah. Well, she had a really short haircut that was lesbian looking. But she liked dick. I mean, I was really close to Molly. Let me just tell you a story to explain like the type of girl I'm talking about. She didn't share. I wish she had, but she did share pics, and this was back when we had flip phones, so it was a little grainy, but at least I saw a dick.
It took like 4 hours to download.
I didn't give a fuck. Yeah, I was like, that's a dick pic. I love it. Molly, once we drove to, she was like, I'll tell you where we're going after we get there, and I was like, what? So I get in. I would hang out with her. It's like 8 p.m. on a Saturday. We go to a park. She gets out and goes over to a picnic table. And then another guy like gets out of his car, meets her, and then they walk off. And then like 10, 15 minutes later, they come back. And she's like crying. And I was like, why are you crying? She was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I just got fucked on a picnic bench. And I was like,
why were you there?
I go, you just got fucked on a picnic bench while I sat in your car and waited for you? And I wish I could say that was the only time that happened, but it wasn't.
Was she like a prostitute?
I mean, I don't know if she got paid, but she...
Is this the new one?
No. Do you have the new one?
It's on the way.
Mine's coming Friday,
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, so that's Molly. But yeah, Molly wore too much makeup is my point. Like Molly was one of those girls that you're like, oh, honey.
You know the girls, and it's like,
you know the girls.
Honey.
They're scary. They're unstable. I think they're unstable when they wear too much makeup.
You know what's even scarier is when they don't have makeup on. Not that they're ugly, it's just a fucking contrast.
When you see the girls who wear too much makeup without makeup, your life changes. Your whole world goes flip.
Flip. The first day that you ever see a girl without her makeup on,
God.
you realize that it's all an illusion.
It's all an illusion.
And that's fine.
Look so different.
I actually kind of like,
different.
if you never wore makeup, I wouldn't mind it. Like, that's the thing. It's like you ruined it by putting all this makeup on.
Yeah.
It's like there's a lot they have to do. They have to paint their faces to be attractive. That's terrible.
When I was a kid, my mom and grandma and aunt would laugh, but also hated that I would say, do you guys put on makeup to make up for something you're lacking?
You're a little cunt.
But isn't that why it's called makeup? To make up a face? Like, what are you making up for?
You're making up for your flaws.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So put on your makeup, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. What did you have there?
Well, I have something. I don't know if I'm going to do the second one.
Yeah, just skip it.
I'm just like kind of annoyed at our podcast right now, just saying, because Lesbian Chronicles just had Rosie O'Donnell on. Remember Lesbian Chronicles that we had the round table with?
Yeah.
Rosie O'Donnell, they have 8,000 plus followers on. And I'm like, what are we doing wrong?
I don't think they need to answer that, listener.
Please let us know. 614-721-5336. But I was just thinking about it.
I know,
was
it's
like,
annoying.
It's like kind of annoying because I'm like,
Plenty of Smiles is on like a podcast and on TV again with Jenny, and it's like
so I do want to talk about the leading ladies of the world. Britney Spears. I don't know why I put Beyonce, but I'm really just trying to see if this helps our
I'm trying to figure out what is going on with Britney Spears.
Okay, so her book just came out.
Okay.
And I just started, I'm on chapter 14. I started listening.
You're listening.
It came out this morning.
Did you get to the part about Justin?
Because
I heard
he cheated on her multiple times. I
heard she couldn't tell if it was in.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
But I do know that he made her get an abortion.
And then wrote the song Cry Me a River while she was crying.
And then wrote the song Cry Me a River. about and insinuated that she was the cheater, which she said she did make out with somebody one time, but he knew about it. And I guess apparently he's cheated multiple times, and she made
Of course
that
he has.
very
Look
clear.
at him. He's beautiful.
But also, is he?
But he's creepy.
So anyway, so I got to that point, but
now he's an adult man baby, and it's just like not cute.
Well, it's weird how he kind of fell from grace when Britney started getting free. He was like, oh shit.
He knew it would all come out.
Because he did it to her.
Oh, yeah. He made her crazy.
When you hear... Yeah. It's a pretty good book so far. So I just wanted to kind of mention that I'm reading that book, so I'll have more to report.
Yeah, I need to. I want someone who's read it because I'm just getting clips, like little lines.
That's why I'm trying to get the real. So next week I'll have a report on it. How about that?
Okay, good.
So I'll do that. I put Beyonce's power, but I don't really care about her. I really want to talk about Taylor Swift right now.
Yeah, what's going on with her?
Okay, so when we're watching football, she's on the TV more than the football players now when it's Kansas City because she knows she's dating the tight end for Kansas City. Do you even know this?
Well, I know there were. Yes, because I remember she was in the box with someone. Yeah.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Like
this is her at the game.
Yeah, ready? Yeah. Woo. Yes.
Oh, she looks so weird. Yeah.
And then we could pound who? Or
what
we
is
could go
she
She's teaching the quarterback's wife the
or
dance.
we can go
This is kind of weird though because she knows this person's watching. But this is her at the game. This is on live TV. People are literally filming her the whole time.
It's weird.
Women are watching football now because she's at that game. They said so many things about Taylor Swift in the football game. It made me really realize that this bitch has so much fucking power.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't start stepping her pussy up and doing some... I know she
was very active the past 4 years ago.
She just had
huge.
Well, she just said to people sign up to vote, and within 10 minutes there was 13,000 people that signed up.
It's like, what?
If all it takes is for one of these women, all these women to kind of band together and be like, look, we want to vote for XYZ and we want this to happen, we want this to happen. Do you understand the hordes of people that would come and vote? These girls are psychotic.
I know. I mean, they were paying. Look what they paid to go. I went to see Beyonce. It was so expensive. But
people are going to the movie theater.
But for Taylor, they're going to a movie theater to watch it. But for Taylor, she had 20,000 fans outside every stadium just listening to songs. Remember that?
Yes.
So it's there are so many people that she could easily be like, hey, issue 1 in Ohio, you got to vote yes. And it's
literally, if she said that, I'd be like, if you guys don't go vote, I won't be able to go on tour again. Girl. So I'm just saying, if you ever get that kind of power, use it for greatness, not just playing games on the TV.
Good idea. I love that.
Thank you. Bible verse of the week.
Okay.
I kind of like I want you to read it. It's that favorite book we like now.
We love
it's
this
the nice book.
All right. Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 17. The quiet words of the wise are more to be heeded than the shouts of ruler of fools.
So I just think Donald Trump, really.
Ruler of fools. Yeah.
So if you have to scream so much, you're trying to get people's attention. That means you're not good news.
Oh, weird. I like that.
Real wisdom is being quiet and letting a situation happen.
Yeah.
Being a fool is by
shouting.
Shouting.
What are you even shouting about? Good. I like that. Okay.
Oh, I have a video of you I wanted to watch because you're saying something about your
sweater, and I'm like, Goodwill, and they're like, is it women's? And I was like, yes.
So you wear women's
really
clothing from Goodwill in college?
I used to wear a lot of clothing from Goodwill that was for...
Now just mind you, I want everyone to look around at the color schemes of everybody.
It's not drunk.
Gray, black.
Colors, and then...
And then I'm here.
Dark colors. Well...
Dark colors. Well...
I mean, it was great.
I loved that.
It was so cute.
So sundries.
Sundries. Well, mine was kind of taken already. My sundry this week is time.
What?
There's not enough time. There's not enough time for us to do the things that we really want to do.
Is this a Hallmark
I don't know what this
commercial?
is about to happen. I don't know what's going to happen.
Commercial. Okay, but yeah.
So also today I made an announcement at work. I think I'm high right now, but I made an announcement at work today. Basic human appreciation goes a long way. And I was watching a video on TikTok, and this will maybe speak to the people today at work, but she's high.
I was like, does he have...
No, I do have a point.
Does he see where this is going?
I do. I just lost it
because no one else can predict. No one else is able to predict.
Hold on, I lost it for a second.
My face was like, what's that?
I know. I saw your face, and I started thinking about it. I'm like, what was I talking about? Okay. So, what was I talking about? I need you to remind me.
You're like, I was at work and I made an announcement, and then you looked over at me.
Okay. So a true leader is not going to call out. So if there's like a team of 10 and there's 2 people who aren't performing.
Yeah.
The worst thing that you can fucking do is take the whole group and say, we're really underperforming in these certain areas. And the good people are like, what the fuck?
It's like, it's not me.
This just happened to us at our work.
Okay.
And so then today I was talking because all the bosses were gone. I was like, if I was the boss here, I said, you guys would work 4-day weeks, 6-hour days, no lunch. You would be able to do whatever the fuck you want. I don't even care if you have to go home and work. I'm not going to get mad at it.
No.
But if your shit's not done, we're going to have problems. But if your shit's done and you're responsible,
you get
I don't
Friday
give
off.
a fuck.
Friday
you don't
through
have
Sunday.
to do shit.
Yeah.
I really don't care.
Right.
Come do your work when you need to do your work.
I think people are doing nothing to fill up time, to be like, well, I have to be here 8 hours.
There are so
let
many.
me go. I'm going to go online again real quick. Let me just check that thing on
You're
the
not
computer.
lying. I'm going to go take a shit for 20 minutes and sit there and play on TikTok. I'm going to go to a meeting. So meetings to me are the dumbest thing you can ever have.
Meetings can always be an email.
All right.
Always.
We want
usually just one bullet point in an email. It's like half-hour meeting. It's like just put a bullet point of that.
It's mostly people who aren't doing anything that just want to sit around and talk.
It's always the administration. It's always people who don't actually do. They just want to talk about doing.
And they think they know what they're talking about, but they don't because they've never done it. But then they think that they have. It's so bizarre. So that's my sundry. I don't know what it is, but it's that. I'm just kind of angry at the whole thing. Like, I just don't like the whole system of the way we work in this country. I don't like the way people are treated in this country. I don't think we should have to like wear certain clothes or do certain things. I think you need to get the job done and you go home. Like, that's what we should be focused on. We should be focused on like doing the things we really want to do and using the time wisely instead of sitting at a desk, wasting the time to get to 8 hours to get paid to just barely live and barely pay your bills. It's dumb. So that's how I feel.
Okay. I like that.
Thank you.
So my sundry is related to tipping. First of all, we overtip everywhere. And it's just really bothering me. We've talked about this before, but one place I noticed was at the Blue Jackets game. The people tell you, hey, we're all volunteers, but if you'd like to leave a tip, you can. And they're staring at you like...
And the tip is before you even can slide your card now.
The tip you press before.
So they want to know what you're going to do.
They want to know what you're tipping if you are tipping. And if you're not, well, maybe your food takes longer. Maybe you don't get that. Oh, we're out of pizzas. It's a little strange to me that these are volunteers saying, well,
we're volunteers,
we
can
tap. And they look like people who...
they look like volunteers.
They look like they get... I'm just wondering though, are they really volunteers?
Or are they just like...
So yeah, if you're going to say you're a volunteer, don't ask for a tip. You're a volunteer then.
It's very bizarre.
I just want to pay for the food and it's already overpriced as it is. So why do I have to leave a tip?
That's my other thing.
Like you're turning around and going, here's your pretzel that tastes like shit that we microwaved 4 hours ago. Here, cheese sauce. It's already in a cup. Here. And I have to leave a tip?
And I have to tip you before I even get it?
Yeah,
so you're going to give me the last stale one or are you going to give me a fresh one?
Yes, it was stale.
It's bad.
It was cardboard. But like, we have to stop tipping everything.
Everything doesn't deserve a tip.
If you turn around and give me a prepackaged bag of chips, we shouldn't have to tip you. Like, we should not have to tip you.
I agree. I agree with that so much.
It's a fucking joke.
It's a joke.
It's a fucking joke at this point.
They don't even, I mean.
Nothing they do is tip worthy. Like, you're standing behind a counter and pushing a button on a screen and then going,
tap.
Bag of Twizzlers, tap.
No, I'm not tipping you for moving your arm.
Not tipping.
Now, do I think there are jobs out there that deserve tips?
Yes. Yeah.
But like not to go to like the candy shop where you're just checking me. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird.
Or
I don't
like
know.
a beer. Like we had to grab our own beers out of coolers, go scan them, and then we have to pay. And they're like, tip? I'm like,
no.
You're standing at a cash register just pushing a button. I grabbed the beer. What?
Why?
It's
I'm
in a
doing
can.
everything.
It's in a can. Yeah, like, so that's my thing.
I like it.
I know we've talked about it before, but fucking tipping is out of control.
But it's like to the point where it's like weird now. Like,
It's
I
weird
don't mind
now. It's
tipping
actually,
if
I don't
you
mind
deserve
tipping.
it.
I give 20 to 25% tips on every dinner.
time.
Every dinner.
I
even if it
overtip.
sucks. Yeah, I overtip too, but
it's a problem. But yeah, so I totally 100%. Make sure you give us a call, 614-721-5336.
That's 614-721-5336.
Or you can email us at she's not doing so well at gmail.com. Make sure you share with your friends and review. Go to our Patreon to see our exclusive interviews with each other.
And with Rosie O'Donnell, our next future guest.
Our next
we're
guest
manifesting.
Taylor Swift.
Wow, Taylor's coming on. I can't wait.
I can't wait. It's going to be so fun.
Thanks, Taylor.
Make sure next week you tune in because Taylor Swift is going to be with us.
In spirit. Or in person.
In person.
We're not sure. We haven't confirmed. We have to talk to her people.
It's a confirmed. Thank you, and have a great evening and week, and bye-bye. Go read your Britney Spears books because I'm going to talk about it next week.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Mama Queen. Oh, also, really quick, think about where you want us to visit.
Yeah, we do have to go. We have to pick a place. We need a trip. We haven't done a trip.
I know we haven't done a trip. Well, it's been a year.
That's it? When did we go? I'm trying to remember.
Well, we went to, it depends on what you call it.
Yeah, Park City's not that wasn't a trip for not well.
No, yeah, we need like a solo like we did in Austin. Like we need like where I get my own bedroom.
That's when we went to Austin. Yeah, that was
fun. I can jerk off like naked all day long.
Exactly.
But yeah, let us know.
Intermesh.
I think we need to go to like Seattle.
I was gonna say.
I think it might be time. But except for the only problem I'm going to have with that is that you're going to be like, let's go explore. And I'm going to be like, ugh.
I've already been here. I just want to stay in the hotel.
I'm tired of a headache. Well, you should know me by now. Actually, it depends. You don't know what you're going to get.
I don't actually care. Like,
no, we'll go to the places, but I just don't want to walk
Remember
around
LA?
the
We went everywhere. We explored everything.
It was the first
night.
night.
Like we went everywhere.
Our first LA trip was like right before COVID.
That was so fun.
That's when I'm telling you, that's the shift though. That's like another shift that happened where it's like the world is just not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
So, all right. Well, goodbye. I mean, that was like very informative.
That was good. Yeah, that was an informative. Like we talked about a lot. I know. I'm really proud of us.
I'm just, so proud.